Go. And we're back. Week two. I know we've been super inconsistent over the time frame, and some of you heard our podcast last week and thought, nah, these bitches ain't gonna be back. But here we are, motherfuckers. Here we are. Another week of Fucking I'm 40. I'm your host, Tracy Kreider. I'm here with my lovely sister,
Kelly Bell. Hello.
That's right. We are back. We are back. So Kelly, admittedly, we don't have a theme for this show. I think we tried to overthink it because we're coming back, so we want it to be amazing for everybody. But let's just be honest. We're going to do what we do best, and that is just, shoot the shit.
Wing it.
Right.
Wing it.
So we were talking on the way home, because my kids are mad at me because you have people come in and actually clean your house, and I do not.
And they're mad at you?
Oh, they're mad at me. Like, I don't know how it is that the Bells get to have cleaning, people come in and clean their house, and we don't even get to have all of that.
They do realize that it's like once a month.
Also, the way that I see it is I have cleaning people. I have 3 of them. They don't have cleaning people. I have cleaning people. That's their job.
Yeah, no, they come in and just take care of. I don't even, honestly, to be honest.
Cleaning? They take care of cleaning? I don't know why that's so hard.
They do take care of the cleaning, especially when it gets to a point where I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. But to be honest with you, I'm like, I forget. I don't know. It just, sometimes it doesn't even seem worth it.
Well, I'll tell you,
because my kid,
like to me, or should I say growing up, it feels like if you had cleaning people or person or whatever, like you were of this like upper echelon of folks that one could only ever dream of being. Huh?
I said everybody has cleaning people now. When me and Michael were working, when I was teaching and we were out of the house all the time. We had a wonderful lady. She actually would do our laundry and she would organize closets. Oh my God, she was amazing.
I do not need strangers in my underoos. I gotta be honest with you. I have no interest in that.
She would fold my gutchies. Yes, she would.
I don't need that.
I had no problem with it. I'm good.
I like some mystery between me and somebody who might be cleaning my house. I don't need you to know what's happening in my drawers.
There's nothing better than getting into a freshly made, like a really well-made bed.
I agree with you there.
But that was also pre-children, or one child we had, and they didn't, now they just to me, when it says it's not worth it, is because the moment the kids walk through the door, it's like they drop their shit, and I can see Charlie. I can follow Charlie's path like a crime scene investigator and know where she's been. And I'm like, we just literally had this house clean. I'm like, pick up your shit, put it away.
I think the idea of having a cleaning person is what, like, my kids have that idea that the house will be cleaned all the time and they forget they're the reason why it's dirty. So I don't know that they understand that it doesn't, you can't just hire, like, I'm not having somebody coming in every day to do something like that.
Right.
I'm not having anybody come in. I have a thing. I will not be the person that hires somebody to clean my house, and not for nothing. Again, I'd have to be here. I don't want to have to clean for somebody to then come back and clean, and that's all I'm going to do. I will clean my house top to bottom so that somebody comes in and you would not have to clean. I don't have that.
I am a very good house cleaner, probably to the point of like obnoxiousness, which is the reason why I don't do it. Because if I start to do it, I'll be all day. I'll get it underneath everything. I'll pull out couches and cushions every time. I'll be like mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I do the same thing.
If I let myself, I'll be like mom, and I'll be cleaning out my refrigerator once a week. I can't do it. I can't.
I used to do the refrigerator clean out once a week. I'll be honest with you. I used to, and I loved it. I was like, before we put groceries in, we must clean out what's in there now.
Oh God.
Not anymore. Shit just got too real in life. Shit got too real. Yeah. That's the first thing to go. Weekly.
Well, and I'm not home. And the thing is like, I'm usually not home on the weekends. For the most part, the only weekend I have home is on a Sunday, and I'd rather spend it with everybody than spend the day cleaning. So technically I'm probably a bad housekeeper. Like,
You seem a little indecisive. I would say you're just of an upper echelon of people that has housekeepers now. That's who you are. That's who you've become. You aren't of the people anymore because you have a house.
Well, if I ever did win, like, the millionaires, like if I ever became a millionaire, that would probably be the only thing I would have. Well, that's actually not true. That's not true. Where before I became a chef, I would have been like, I'll do my own cooking. There's two things that I would want if I became like a multi-millionaire. And one would be somebody to clean my house pretty much once or twice a week. The other thing would someone to prepare meals for me. Because even though that I work in a kitchen and I'm preparing meals for everybody else, it is the last thing I want to eat. I don't want any of that shit. I don't want to make extra for me to take home. And then when I get home, the last thing I want to do is cook.
Well,
I don't want to do it.
We had this conversation. I had this conversation with a few people. Like, what is it that you don't do in your daily life because of your job?
That's
like
it.
The thing I hate is because I don't want to have to order really anything. I don't want to have to order anything. I don't have to order food. I don't want to have to make reservations. I don't want to have to. I honestly just, if I can avoid talking to people, sometimes that's a really good thing for me. I end up doing it anyway, but it's the thing I don't want to do. Ever.
Yeah, I tell Michael all the time, I'm like, would you want me to come home and ask you to do finance work every time you get off work? I'm like, see, and the thing is, I'm left to do all the planning and like, here's what we're going to do. And we eat like shit. I eat like garbage. I'm a garbage eater. You know what I had for dinner tonight? Cheerios and tater tots with barbecue sauce. That was my dinner.
That sounds like a horrible mixture. Was it plain Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios?
Just plain. I like plain Cheerios.
Ew, really? You do?
Oh, Tracy,
like the sawdust circles in milk, that's what you get down on?
I can even eat, the big...
Hold on a second. We're not ready to move on. There's a lot of people processing this. I wondered why they're still in their shelves. Who's eating standard other than babies who don't understand flavor yet?
You know the shredded wheat biscuits that come in the individual packs that have no sugar on them?
Uh-huh.
I would eat those. I used to eat those. I like those.
Did you put sugar on them when you ate them?
No.
Do you put sugar on your Cheerios when you eat them?
No. I can actually...
Are you 80 years old?
I can actually eat. So if I make like oatmeal from like the big canister of oatmeal, if I eat oatmeal like that and make like a serving of it in the microwave, like I'll only put like a teaspoon of brown sugar in it. And that's probably and I could probably skip that. But the oatmeal is a little bit more flavorless than a Cheerio, to be honest with you.
That is the most incorrect statement I've ever heard in my life.
It is.
No.
Maple
Cheerios,
syrup.
no, you're wrong. Let me describe this to you. You get baby's Cheerios without milk. And they're soggy and they're sticky and there's like sawdust. Like it literal has sawdust at the bottom of a cereal box for Cheerios. Like that's literally what it has.
Well, that's my favorite part of cereals when it all gets dumped into the bowl.
No. Don't tell me at the end of your Cheerios cereal box.
Yeah.
When the sawdust comes dumping out, you're like, huzzah! It's like you're the 100th customer.
It's all cereal. My favorite is with Frosted Mini Wheats, the bottom of the container. That's my favorite part.
Well, that makes sense.
I will actually crush them up to make it be like the bottom of the box.
Oh, you cheat.
Yeah. Well, if it's the top of the box, I'm like, ooh, I really want the bottom of the box. I'll crush them.
What is your favorite cereal? Is it sawdust Cheerios?
Actually, I like Race Chex. It's probably one of my favorites.
God bless America. You are
sugary food in the morning. Don't put out a donut. If I go to Like when we used to go, like when I was teaching, there's somebody would bring in donuts on Friday. I'm like, can someone just bring in some bagels and cream cheese? I can't do, because I will feel like dog shit. Now, I'll eat 12 donuts after dinner, no problem. But to have a donut first thing in the morning, oh God, it sits like a rock in my stomach.
So I will say I don't eat a whole lot of cereal anymore. Like back in the day, I used to eat a lot of cereal, and I could just sit there and just like straight through college. It was like, that was almost my balance.
That's because your family would
every
leave
time.
you if you eat cereal in front of them.
Yeah, that might be why I don't really eat it so much anymore. I have a thing about eating cereal. I didn't realize I had a thing until every time I sit down and eat it, I've got nothing but judgment from everybody who's surrounding me.
It's because the noise that comes from your mouth it's almost nauseating. Like to the point of like, I'm not hungry anymore.
If you and I, aside from sawdust Cheerios, if you and I are eating actually a good bowl of cereal, I can promise you I'm enjoying it way more than you are.
Yeah, because I'm going to stop eating and put my bowl in the sink. I'll be in the other room until you're done.
So let's describe it to the listeners. What actually
why
happens.
Don't you go pour yourself a bowl?
No, I'm not going to pour myself some cereal. I'm not going to do that. But what happens is, I can walk you through it, folks. I feel like I've had this conversation before.
No, we do. That's a head on the table series. Just you eating a bowl of cereal for a minute.
We'll do that. Well, that sounds like a great video. Everybody will love that. You can see that it's real.
You cannot describe.
Oh, I can. I can tell you exactly what I'm doing so that people will understand.
Okay. Well, we're going to do a head on the table of you eating cereal for 1 minute. Because it
feels like there's a lot of judgment here, and this is supposed to be a no judgment zone. But here's what happens, folks. Spoonful of cereal and milk, a good milk to cereal ratio. The best milk to cereal ratio, we should say. Into the mouth, couple of bites, suck down the milk, then I suck down the cereal. That's the process. Couple of bites, suck down the milk, then I take in the cereal.
You still have yet to paint the sound, the visual.
Some of you are like, how's that possible? I don't know. I just fucking do it.
And you've been doing it since you were a kid. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. It drove me nuts.
No, I think Kelly has like angrily gotten up from a play setting and been like, I cannot take it anymore.
Chewing people, like to hear people eat is like,
you know, I mean, we've talked about it on the show, how even when it came down to like eating, when your boy used to come over, like every bite he took was like wiping his mouth. I was like, oh my God, what is happening at your house? Like I feel like you were an abusive napkin user.
Well, he definitely has gone against my wishes, because the boy doesn't taste his food. It's almost open mouth and swallow. He doesn't, there's no way he tastes it. I'm like, dude, it's like he eats like he's in prison. I'm like, nobody is going to take your food. Like, relax. Like, don't just fork it down. Take a bite. Enjoy it. But like the more he likes it, the faster he eats. And it's like, I'm like it's like 4 bites of a big burger. He's like, this, and all of a sudden he swallows. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're going to choke.
Yeah. So, my kids don't have that problem. They'll eat, they'll take it slow, but they eat a lot of shit. So my problem is, it's like the stuff, I don't understand how it's so hard to get the shit that they eat from where they eat it to away, like trash or sink or dishwasher. That's my biggest struggle. Not necessarily that they eat fast, but just it's a fucking mess everywhere. All the time, everywhere. Kids are horrible.
Kids are. Now, Charlie, on the other hand, takes forever to eat, and we're done cleaning up from dinner, and she's still eating.
She wants the attention. That's what Charlie wants. Everybody's done, but I'm not gone, so please stay by the table. Everybody pay attention.
She is thick with narcissism, that way.
She does like attention.
So she narcissists out, and I tell her, I'm like, tisk, my little narcissist. Like, I had to point that shit out to her. I'm like, no.
That's insane.
It's like, and I'm like, you didn't get it from me. You didn't get it from my side of the family. So this is definitely a nurture. No, this is a nature. Narcissist is naturally born. It is not nurtured.
That was really hard for you. I'm glad we got through that part. Yeah, my favorite Charlieism was for her birthday when it came time to opening presents. She made sure everybody was quiet and paying attention to her. And she was like, okay, everybody shut up. It's my turn. And I think I made a comment like, why do I feel like you've waited all year for this moment? She's like, I have. I legitimately have. This is my moment. Everybody stay quiet and just pay attention to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun for you. But then again, on the other end, I have my own.
My worst nightmare. It's my worst nightmare. Raising a narcissist. It's my worst nightmare.
Just wait till they start dating. Oh, God.
No. Well.
Like real dating. Not like, you're dating in school dating. We all know how that is when you date in school. But I'm saying like when they actually go out and like car date and.
Well, I'm trying to get one in a car, but it's now, what is it, 16 and 9 months or some shit? Like, he can't even he's not even actually eligible until the end of February or middle of February to take the test. So we're trying to get him into taking the driver's test or the driver's class. Sorry. He has his learners, but goddamn, I'm like, Jesus, I was like 16 in 2 months. I'm like, get me out of the house.
So my oldest, she's in the learner stage as well. And we
get it finally.
No, oh, hell no. She went 3 times and failed 3 times. Because this Yahoo's like, it's cool. I'll just do some online stuff and that's fine. I was like, you gotta read the book. Like, you gotta read the book. So we tried it her way to prove her wrong, against my better judgment. So 3 times in, 3 times out. And so I was finally like, okay, guess what? You don't pick up the book, you don't get to go. So now she's actually studying. So we'll see if the 4th time is the charm. She sent me a photo of an online test that she took. And she's like, boom, the book's working out. Only missed 1. I was like, yeah, no shit. You studied and you might actually pass. This is not
Guess what? In the real test, you can only miss 1. So
actually, you can miss 3 and pass. You cannot miss 4.
15 questions, right?
No, it's 25 questions.
Oh, is it that?
You can miss 3. You cannot miss 4. I know that.
Because you've done it.
Intimately.
You've done it thrice.
At the 4th one, it doesn't matter how far you've gone. You're done. Once you've got that 4th question wrong, they're like, and you're finished. Thanks.
Have fun. Yeah, so I'm waiting for that to happen because the Jeep's sitting outside waiting for him to drive. And I am this whole having to pick him because he's doing the musical now. In the musical, as opposed to the fall play, which is just a play, and they have the spring musical. The musical is every single day, and their school is like 25 minutes away.
And also, we need a break. It's not even to me the going back and forth because she's got people to take her back and forth. My daughter has a ton of people.
We ain't got that shit at this house.
Who works? Listen to me. Who drives?
So
my only rule is I have to meet you so I can threaten you like a good human. Most people that drive my kids, I give them a good look in the face and I was like, it's not the police you're going to need to be worried about. You did something to my kids in your car. You get in that car when you're not supposed to be driving. It's my face I need you to worry about because it's going to be the last thing that you see.
I'm coming.
Have fun, okay?
Coming for you. That's because the police don't do shit. So
right. Anybody has any legal issues, you come see me. I will get you through them.
Exactly what you need to do to harass the legal system and the police to get them to do what you want.
Right. Be on the lookout for my book.
That's right.
How to get the legal system to work for you. And why is this funny, you ask? Well, you're going to find out soon enough. I think we talked about next week is going to be the start of that.
Yeah, it might be a 3-parter. There's a lot to unfold in this. We have to change some names to protect, ourselves from legal,
No, yeah, I don't, I don't need any of that. But yeah, so all that's coming. But Yeah, so I'm trying to get her in a car, and what I tell her is like, I don't care about you carting to and from. I just want you to go do the shit I want to have done that I no longer want to go and do.
Yeah.
I can go grocery shopping, set it up to where she can go pick it up, and I never have to go to the grocery store again, like ever.
But their pickup time, because of course they've gotten rid of the activity buses. I don't even know, when did they get rid of that? Was that like, did they stop that when we were in school? Because when we were in school, they had activity buses. They would take you home. They don't do that. They haven't done that. I can't even remember.
That's a COVID. They lost that over COVID. They don't have enough bus drivers to begin with.
They don't.
Why.
They don't. So
that has nothing to do with it.
The pickup time for this is
Nobody on this podcast gives a fuck about activity buses. Where are you going with this?
Because I'm just saying it interrupts my dinner time. My tater tots and barbecue sauce and.
I was like, where's the activity bus coming from? On this podcast gives a shit about.
That's what I'm saying. He has to get his driver's license because there are no activity buses. So I have to drive basically an hour to pick him up and come home during my dinner time when I need to eat. You know how I am if I have a.
When you are hankering for some fucking Cheerios and barbecue tater tots, you need it when you say you're going to need it.
It's true. I need to eat. When I tell my belly it's time to eat, I need to eat.
You are the most hangriest person I've ever met in my life.
It's a curse and a blessing.
Nope, just a curse. Been around for a while now. It's really just a curse.
Hey, but you know what? I get shit done.
Being hungry? I don't understand how that correlates, but all right.
Did I ever tell you?
Badass. You get things done. Being hangry, I get things done. Okay.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I walked out of I jumped out of on our way to Pittsburgh? Michael wouldn't stop and get me food, and when we finally got there, and so we go to.
Yes, actually, I do remember this story.
Yeah.
Please tell everybody though. Let's share a little bit of your crazy.
Short version. So we're driving to Pittsburgh. I'm hungry. I was like, we need to eat, and it's like probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I was like, I need to get something to eat. And the people we're visiting are like very European in terms of their eating. Like they won't eat dinner until like 9:30. And I'm like, Michael, they eat late. And then it'll be like a cheese platter or something. Like, okay, I can only eat so much cheese. I'm like, I need sustenance. So of course, like, then I'm just getting angrier. I'm getting angrier. We get to Pittsburgh. We pull up and we're like, at this point, full blown fight. I just get out of the car and I just start walking. I'm like, I'm going to go find something to eat. I just I don't know where the fuck I am.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, I've been here before. I'm guessing I'm going in the right direction. I find one of the restaurants that I know that I've been before. I go and I put my hand on the door and I couldn't open the door. I could not go in because at the time, it was like 20 years ago, I never have eaten by myself out at a restaurant. Ever, not once. I was afraid to go in. So I legitimately turned around, put my hand on the door, couldn't open it, turned around and went back to the house. Never ate anything until dinner that night.
Your level of crazy is intense. Also, I have never met somebody who is afraid to eat with themselves. You're with yourself all the time. What are you afraid of?
Yeah, No, for some reason I just had never eaten by myself, so I didn't know this is also pre-cell phones, and I didn't have a book with me. Like, there was nothing, and I didn't want the waitress to fucking talk to me, because I tend to, you know what I mean? Like, when you have someone that goes to eat by themselves, like, people tend to chat with you, servers, and I was not in any mood to chat with anybody. So, it's like, this is not a social situation, now I'll go sit at a bar, no problem, have a beer, watch whatever fucking sporting event is on and not really watch it.
No, I am not your sit down and watch a sporting event kind of gal. I am the person that if I go somewhere by myself, whoever is waiting on me is not prepared for the level of friendship that we're about to develop. That's just not prepared.
That's where we differ.
Oh my God. I went in the other day, Bob and I were going out to lunch. And so I go in and I make it there before he does. And I was like, just sit me near the bar. I need to be as close to the liquor as possible. Wait, I think I may have mentioned this. And I made friends with the bartender, and he was not prepared for this. Just was not prepared. Did I talk about this last episode?
I don't think, maybe, who knows? Keep
I
going.
feel like I've told this story to you before. Anyway, so when I go out to eat, that's it. It's, if I'm by myself, whoever is waiting on me is just not prepared for the friendship that we are going to develop in a very short amount of time. I can get you right down into best friend mode within 5 seconds.
No, nope.
It's a skill set.
Nope. I'm more like, Ego Anton from Ratatouille.
Look at that. You even remembered the name.
If I don't love it, I don't swallow.
That is weird. So that's kind of how I am. So I fully embrace it. And it's one of my favorite pastimes. Because quite frankly, I know I'm guaranteed to have a good time because the company, you can't get better than this, is all I'm saying.
I actually even go get my toes done and I bring my computer in and I'm working. And it's so cute because they know me and they're like, "Oh, you're working from us today." And I'm like, "Yep, sure am." So don't talk to me. Like, don't get in the conversation.
That sounds like the most antisocial shit I ever heard in my life.
I'm not good at small talk. I suck at it.
But then you started a podcast.
Well, you're different. You're different. Okay. Also, folks, go back and listen to the episodes that we have guests on. See who does all the talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's me. Let's be honest. Most of the podcast is, it's weighted in one direction. I do a lot of chatting.
My little narcissist.
No, this is not narcissistic. This is factual. I listen to our own podcast. You don't. I do a lot of the talking.
Vain. You probably
not vain. I didn't. Vain would be to say that I am more amazing at this than you are. I'm just saying I happen to talk more. I'm just agreeing with you that I'm a chatty Cathy. I hate a silent room. I quite frankly, I can't stand it. We get into a silent room, then I start doing a bit. That's how it is. I can't be in a silent room.
Mom, you take after mom. That's a momism. Because mom will go and talk to anybody anywhere. I'm like, how do you know them? She was like, I don't.
That's right.
Well, you were literally talking to them you've known them for a decade.
Yeah. Unless I'm in a bad mood, then I'll spare everybody that. I won't be the one that's going to make best friends. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll leave you alone because you want me to.
Maybe that's why I don't talk to anybody. I'm always in a bad mood.
That's right. You're always angry. You're always hungry. That's your problem. I'm hungry and I'm afraid to eat by myself. And then now I'm angry because I don't know why I'm afraid to eat by myself. Okay. Correction. I can eat by myself now. This was 20 some odd years ago. I actually broke that weirdism now I still haven't gone to the movies by myself, but I also hate going to the movies. So that's nothing. But it was for an anniversary, I think, that me and Michael were having. And I asked him to take off work and he said no. So I went and celebrated myself for our anniversary. That sounds like a sad story. This is not that kind of podcast.
Wasn't sad for me. I quite enjoyed it.
It's good time. Good time. Got myself an Uber home. Drank a little.
I don't exactly remember.
Did not talk to the driver. Had my laptop out. Like, yep, I'm working from your car. Do not talk to me.
First off, Uber wasn't around then. So.
Hasn't it though? We just called it taxis before.
You're not getting a taxi where we live. Or an Uber for that matter. Do you even have
a taxi where we lived?
No, there is down south SoCo? No, there's no taxis down here. We don't even have bus service. They won't even allow for bus services down here. Haven't you seen people driving their mopeds up Muddy Creek Road?
It's a moped, man.
Poor things can't even get public transportation.
There is nothing worse than living in a town where you can't get to work on time because somebody's got moped problems. What's your problem? Moped problems.
I can only go 32 miles an hour.
That's right. Somebody's up front this side. Yeah, come around. I'm at full speed.
I always feel, I'm like, well, he had a DUI.
That's right. That's right. Not able to blow in the straw in his car, so gotta take the moped, man.
Actually, that brings me, let's circle back to the house cleaning, because didn't mom tell us a story today about that?
Yeah, so something about our grandmother, grandfather, something like that, had a cleaning lady, and she couldn't come because she couldn't get somebody to breathe in the tube of her car so that she could get a car started and get there. And then we had our other grandmother try to get a cleaning lady, and the cleaning lady was worse of a cleaning lady than our grandmother was. Our grandmother wasn't
Not
a
a
good cleaning
housekeeper.
lady.
Not a housekeeper.
Nope. These are the things that we've talked about. Like, these are the realizations that some knew in when she lived, others realized when she was dead. When you're cleaning out a house and you're like, she didn't do a lot of picking up around here, did she?
That potato has more potatoes on it.
Yeah. That seems really interesting. Why is there a whole closet full of shit? Oh, because that's the cleaning? Oh, okay. We're just kind of moving it all right in this one room. Yeah. Okay.
There's still a pile of dishes in the sink. No, I remember going
carpet, lump, clothes underneath it. It's fine. Nobody can tell.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I wanted to ask. I should probably ask Mom, because I remember when my mom stopped smoking, there was a pack of cigarettes that she left in the freezer or in the refrigerator as like a reminder not to like smoke. I should probably ask Mom, find out if that pack of cigarettes was still there when she died. I'd be curious.
Do you want it?
No. Well, okay, so so I don't know if anybody knows this, but I was like a smoker for like, I don't know, 15 years. Newport Lights, baby. And now they're trying to outlaw menthol. Okay, so I'm having a problem with this because if I am dying of cancer one day and I want to pick up smoking, do not get rid of my menthol, please. Can you wait till after I'm dead?
Why can't you just have a cigarette with a mint?
No, ew, not the
Did you just say no? Ew?
Not the same.
No? You like the fiberglass?
Well, no, because again, it was Newport. No, because even Marlboro menthol, Marlboro came out with Marlboro menthol, and they were shit. It was Newport Lights. It's the only menthol, so they're going to try to get rid of Newports, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I have no skin in the game. Wasn't a regular smoker. I have smoked cigarettes, but I'm not a regular smoker. Never became a regular smoker. I sort of was a smoker when I wanted to feel my most badass self.
See,
I wanted to bring out a version of me that seemed the most badass, I pictured her with a cigarette in her mouth, and so therefore I put a cigarette in my mouth. I
don't know how you did that, because even today, so it's probably, well, 11/11/11 is actually when I quit, for good. Like I was done. I was totally, completely done. And I only know this is because I was at a wedding in the middle of, the Virgin Gorda, the BVI. So that's why the date is significant. But even like now, like I have taken a drag off a cigarette because and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. It hurts like a motherfucker. Like it hurt. It's like, I'm like, this is stupid. And it hurts. Like it never hurt before. I remember it being like, yes. Breathe in.
Well, that's also because it didn't hurt initially. You got real buzzed initially. And then eventually you just ruined your lungs. So, No,
I used to run. There was a point in which, the doctor was like, I even asked, she's like, are you a runner? And I was like, no, because like my resting heart rate was like 54 beats per minute. Now it's like 85 because I drink too much and do nothing. But,
Hey.
No
problems there. I just drink and sit on the couch.
Well, okay, so
versus smoking and running.
So this actually brings me to, because it reminds me that you said Bob had a purchase. He did an Instagram purchase.
Oh, yes.
But
yes, well done. Okay.
But before you bring that up, because this just sparked the memory of that, is because I've been getting a lot of like Pilates shit coming through my feed, and I keep sending it to Michael. I'm like, do we have a place to put this? Like, it's like these things, and I'm like, I could do Pilates all day. I probably could. My back could probably handle Pilates.
Are they the contraptions that look like sex devices?
Well, I did sit in the swing one, but I don't think we have anywhere to put that. But there's another one where you can like.
Yeah, you do. It's in your bedroom.
There's another one where you can anchor it to something. Again, the advertisement's not exactly clear where these people have it anchored. But it looks like, I'm like, well, do we have anywhere tough enough to do this? Like, would that work? And he's like, I don't think so. But I'm like, I'm trying. It's legit. I don't know. But
Oh,
anyway,
so does that accounts for trying? Is this like when
right.
you're trying to,
My heartbeat per minute just went down 1 point.
oh, yeah. Just
trying.
A for effort.
Mental.
A for effort. That's right. That's right.
When I can't sleep, I run in my sleep. It's the same thing.
It's totally the same thing. That's not at all right. But so yes, I was telling you today that like you, my husband, Instagram makes him buy him shit. And so I come home last night and he's like, babe, stay in the kitchen. I have got to show you what I bought. You are not going to believe this. And I was like, okay. He's like, just don't go anywhere. Are you ready? Are you ready? So he comes in and he is wearing this ridiculously stupid, hideous fucking sweater. And it does not make sense on my husband. I'm trying to honestly say things nicely because I'm pretty sure what I was saying to him was rather offensive to anybody who's listening. So I'm just going to not tell you what I told him. I'll tell you off podcast. I'll tell you on podcast because on podcast somebody's gonna be like, "Oh no, she didn't." Yes, I did. Yes, just know what you're thinking. Yeah, I probably said that.
You need to post this picture of this sweater.
Oh, I will. This will be totally posted. So let me tell you what he thought he was buying. He thought he was buying a suede sweater.
Suede sweater.
It's not like, not like 1980s suede sweater, like some, it's kind of like the fleece. Sorry. He said, not suede, fleece. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Sweater.
Some fleece sweater with like the.
Bob, go get it. Go get it, Bob.
You should go put it on. You should put it on with I know where it is. I said you should put it on.
Get closer to the video.
It has this collar that looks like on the photo as if it could be leather. And then from the sleeves down, it has this Aztec design on it.
Bob, put it on.
It is not cute. It is not cute. Now here's what's funny. The whole thing is just a print. Like, hold on, she can't. Yeah, that is what the picture looked like.
So okay, that actually is kind of cool. I like that. Looks like it could be you, Bob. That looks nice. Yeah.
It does not look like him either. But he tried. That was more of him trying to risk.
That's cute.
This.
Oh, you gotta take the filter off.
This. Take the damn filter.
No, this is what he got instead. But
it's
what
literally
you can't tell,
sweatpants material. It's printed on. It's like, this is like gold sweatpants that they like speckled with brown shit. There's no leather anywhere. Look, more sweatpants. That's supposed to be leather. That's sweatpants. No fuzz.
Okay, you're right up in my face.
This shit is not.
So if you drive
this one sleeve looks like a jazzercise Western wear. That's what this one sleeve looks like. Jazzercise Western wear. That's about as nice as I could put it.
All right. So
it's horrible. But here's the funny part.
How much?
How much did you spend on it?
It was like $35.
$35.
Was it only $35?
It wasn't.
$35.
Plus an extra $25 for shipping. He got the expedited shipping, so it was $29.99.
I got
shipping.
I got Katy Perry crap drinks for $80.
I think for that sweater. $50.
With shipping, it was $50. $50. Hey, here's what I'm going to tell you. It is, when I say it's printed on, it's shit material.
It's literally sweatpants.
That has a print of better material on it. They sprang for the print to make it look like better material, but it is not good material. Like,
Let's see it on.
You know what? Let's just do it.
But Madison loves it, so.
Yeah, our one daughter absolutely loves it. Look, do you see this?
That's
jazzercise Western wear. That's what it is. Jazzercise Western wear. That's it.
The photo looked nice though.
The photo
Makes it look like
Does not look nice, but you're.
It does. The photo looks like a police pullover with like a leather thing around the neck, but that's not what you're getting.
For the visual, those that are listening in on this, you can't see the visual. You'll have to go to YouTube to get the visual. You'll make some presumptions when you see me in this sweater. You'll make some presumptions.
It's
It looks like I travel with 12 other people in a band with a banjo band, and all we do is go from city to city singing
you need big turquoise jewelry.
Yeah. Like we're the people that come out with banjos being like, we will rock you. Right? You see what I'm saying?
I definitely want to come and feel this
will rock you.
I want to come feel this sweater.
There's nothing to feel. It's slick.
It's like
when I tell you it's like a print. It's what it is. It's like take a picture, a print picture on any sweater. That's what this whole thing is one great big printed sweater.
So even the stuff that's not print is print?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does the back look like?
This, but on the back, without this.
Yeah, just this fake gold.
Yeah.
And that's print, like that's all printy feel?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it's just a printed sweater.
It's like the cheap ass sweatshirt material that your grandma wears. You know, like the purple one or like the pink colored cheap ass sweatpants. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Western wear, jazzercise Western wear.
I love it. Dad would like it.
$50. I'll sell it to you for $5.99.
No, you're not.
No, I won't. My oldest daughter thinks it's the bee's knees, so she wore it to school today.
All right. Well, I mean,
she didn't get beat up, so we're halfway there.
First off, I went to that school one day during school to pick up my son, and I mean, really nobody there has room to make fun of anybody for the clothes that they wear.
I think even people who don't have room to make fun of people's clothes would still make fun of this. Yeah. You know what? I even think people
that's
who are desperate need for clothes wouldn't wear this. They'd be like, nah, man, I'm good.
That's a sweater you're not going to get kidnapped in.
To know my husband, to see these sleeves, and to know my husband, this doesn't make any goddamn sense right here.
But the picture looked different.
Nope. Picture looked the same. I hate to break it to you. All this print on the sleeves was in that photo. All this print. My husband wears solid colors. Now he's coming in and he looks like he's got cave drawings on his arm. This is not what happens in my house. This does not happen in my house. Wait till you all see this sweater. We will post this sweater online.
Bob's trying to be sexy for you.
This is not it. This is not
Doesn't do it for you?
Nope. I'll tell you offline what I called it.
Print on it. They have Beetlejuice print on it. If they're quite lovely.
That's just fun. I have a lot of juvenile things that are very fun. This is not fun. This was $50 of not fun. You know what it was? It wasn't even a $50 worth of a laugh.
It actually looks very good on you.
Maybe it is. Look at this.
I think it's actually very much your style. Well, that's what it is. Actually, that's the reason why Maddie likes it, because she's into the turquoise jewelry now.
She is. She's into the Aztec designs of it all.
Yeah, there you go.
What is that lizard on my shoulder or my elbow? What is that for?
It's a sexy lizard.
Yeah.
It looks like a sexy lizard.
All right. Well, I think we've done the most damage we can do in one night.
Our resources.
We've done everything. So stay tuned next week. You're gonna learn more about where we've been, what's been going on.
Is Bob gonna join us?
I don't know. We'll see. Until next time.
Okay. All right.
Bring some friends. Keep listening. We appreciate you guys every single week. We'll close it out as we normally do. 1, 2, 3. Don't be a dick. You're late. What the fuck?
All right. Try it again.
1, 2, 3. Don't be a dick. I didn't get it. All right. One more time.
Okay.
1, 2.
Are we on 2 or are we on 3?
3. Don't be a dick.
We did. All right. Bye, bitches.
Bye. You haven't stopped this yet? I'm just continuing to do this thing.
I have to still end the meeting for all.
Figure out how to stop